We had a pretty big fall yesterday. It was tech stocks that were the worst. If you take a look at the S&P versus, say, the NASDAQ 100, more technology heavy, just over the course of the past couple of days, we saw the S&P, to Joe's point earlier on in Worldwide Exchange, we were only down about 0.75% there, but the Invesco QQQ Trust that tracks the NASDAQ 100 off by almost 1.75%, so you know where the relative weakness was. Now, if you take a look at some of these other kind of places that we saw, right, this idea now that there could be outsized moves in certain parts of the market, the banks were relative outperformers as interest rates go higher. Meanwhile, technology, which has been the best performing sector in the S&P 500 so far this year, has been the relative underperformer. So perhaps a little bit of a rotation as rates start to move a little bit differently now to the upside. Now we take a look at some of the ones that we want to at least focus on with regard to stocks that have been high as of late but have fallen the most. The S&P 500. How many stocks have hit about a 52-week high or better in just since the end of August? About 160 of them. Of those, how many are down 10% or more from those recent highs? Only about 11. Here are some of the names that we're talking about. First of all, you take a look at, the consumer ones. These are the ones that are important for a lot of investors out there, consumer spending, the bulk of the U.S. economy. Look at Nordstrom's and Macy's, those year-to-date charts. We are now down markedly from the highs that they hit just in the course of the last few weeks or so. Take a look at other consumer names. Perhaps a Kroger, perhaps Kohl's, something like in that variety. Some of those names as well. Kroger, and in this case here, the Darden restaurants, are also well off the highs they just set. And one more to end on, because we talk about it so much, AMD, still the best performing stock in the S&P 500 by a wide margin. It's fallen off quite a bit now, flirting with what some traders call bear market territory. That is to say, down 20% from their highs. We're not there just yet, but given AMD's trajectory, it could be something that we want to watch in terms of momentum plays. Becky, back over to you guys.